Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's David. I am a magician with over 40 years worth of experience. This is my platform where I get to showcase magic tricks, both the latest and the greatest. Monday through Friday, I do magic reviews. I tell you exactly what's in the box before you purchase. On the weekends, I review playing cards, and once a month, I do giveaways. Every single year, I give away thousands of dollars worth of magic tricks. So if you are an aspiring magician or currently a magician, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and follow. Push all those buttons. Today, we're gonna look at a new trick hitting the mentalism scene. That's right. This is Mental Voice from Black Box Creations and Murphy's Magic Supplies. What is Mental Voice? Mental Voice is a utility that allows you to place a thought inside your spectator's head. What? Give me an example. All right, I'll give you an example of what that would be. All right. So let's say you're doing a parlor routine, okay? And you have a whole bunch of ladies, okay? Let's say you're doing, for a flower and garden club, right? You got hired to do a show for a flower and garden club, and you invite a woman up on stage, and you say you're going to be the receiver, all right? So I need somebody else in the audience to pick a card. Go out into the audience, have a card selected. Let's just say it's the Queen of Hearts, right? And I say, don't tell anybody. Don't say this out loud. You are going to send your thoughts to this woman up here. And nobody's going to say anything. Nobody's going to say anything. We're all going to be super, super quiet. No one's going to say anything out loud. I just want you just to think in your mind your playing card over and over again, right? I don't know it. Nobody else here knows it. And you're just going to receive. And then you walk up to the person on stage. You have them put their fingers in their ears so they can't hear anything, right? Even if you were to whisper, they can't hear anything. And you just kind of like hold their skull, right? And you just have them listen. And then you pull away and you go, did you hear something? And she says, yes. So did you hear my voice? Did you hear a man's voice? She says, no, I heard a woman's voice. And what did that woman's voice, what did that voice say? And she'll say, I heard a woman say, Queen of Hearts, in my head. In my head. Not out loud, not in my ears, in my head. And you can confirm with the woman out in the audience. She'll say, yep, it was the Queen of Hearts. Just like that. You could do it with anything. Celebrities, vegetables, favorite cookie, whatever you decide, whatever thought you want to put inside this person's head, you could do it. Could you do it on the street? Could you just walk around? Absolutely. Absolutely. Mental Voice. It's a tiny little palmable gimmick that you can hold in your hand. No one should ever see it. It'll transmit human voice into someone's head. Does it work in other languages? It works in any language. Any language. And it doesn't have to be your own voice. Could be your own voice. If you wanted it to be your own voice, if you wanted to transmit, but I wouldn't. I would do it somebody else's voice, right? Give the person, if you have an accent, give the person not an accent. Or if you're a man, give it a woman's voice, or vice versa. You could do anything you want. All right. Let's say you pay $200 to your favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. What are you going to get? You are going to get this box. You're going to get this box that says Mental Voice, right? A little hard-shelled box. And then inside the box, lights. Pretty cool. No, inside the box, of course, you will get the gimmick. The gimmick will fit within these three lights. So if you're going to get an idea of how big this gimmick is, it is roughly that big, right? Roughly that big. And black, so it would fit rested in the palm of your hand. You'll also get a little card. The card will have the directions that you'll need. It's an 18-minute download. So is it what I thought? Kind of. I had one other trick like this that was similar to this years and years ago. It was a device that used audio files and was electronic. Obviously, I knew this was electronic. I knew that. I mean, $200 price tag, small, right? USB charging cable. That's how it works. USB charge. I didn't know it'd be this cool, I guess. Is it well made? It's very well made. It's similar to a hearing aid. If you've ever had a hearing aid or seen one, or you have somebody that you know somebody that has one, it kind of works that way. It feels like it's a modified hearing aid, USB charged. Overall quality and production value of the video. You got your teacher, your instruction. He is in front of a white backdrop. He does have a thick Indian accent. As far as what they teach you, there's a trailer, there's an intro, there's a history, there's how to add the audio files. Kind of think of it like a USB stick that has a speaker. That's kind of how I would, however you load USB audio files onto a USB stick, that's what I would think of. And that it has the speaker capability. And then they give you one example of how you would use it on stage in the studio as well. Pocket space, it's about the size of a Morgan dollar, really. So palming a Morgan dollar, it's gonna be like that. And really, you're not flashing your open hand like this anyway. So you're gonna be able to keep it palmed pretty easily. And even though they have an example in the trailer of doing it as walk around a street magic, which I suppose you could, I would just reserve something like this for parlor or stage. It just keeps you and the assistant far away from everybody else. So there's obviously no whispering, right? And if there's any noise coming from up here, it's not heard out there, right? So it just keeps things respectably distant. Can it be inspected though? Yeah, it's never gonna be seen. It's never gonna be seen. And angles are, I think, best for parlor and best for stage. I think angles are best there. But it does have a volume control. So if you ever hear somebody say, I think it's too loud, you can turn the volume down. There's a volume control on it. You could literally turn the volume all the way down to where it doesn't make any noise. So you can just turn it all the way down and then just go a little tick up and just say, okay, now how loud is it? And the cool thing about this device is it works on yourself. So you could do this to yourself. You could hear the audio file, do the trick to yourself in the environment that you're gonna be in. So if you're gonna be at a noisy restaurant or you're gonna be out on a busy street, you could practice it to yourself, hear how loud it is, and then just say, I need it to be a little louder, or I think the ambient noise isn't loud enough, I should turn mine down. So you can totally adjust this for your environment, which is cool. As far as setup and reset goes, all you're gonna do is load audio files onto the device. So if you're gonna do a playing card force and you're only gonna do one, then you only have to load one audio file of just, you know, a woman saying Queen of Hearts or whatever you want to do. And then again, it's just an MP3. You're dragging it from your computer to the USB stick. That's it. If you wanted to have multiple recordings on there, you can. There's just no screen that tells you what audio file you're on. You have to do it manually with your fingers. So if you're on audio file 1, audio file 2, audio file 3, audio file 4, audio file 5, like, do you really want to sit there and do that? Probably not, right? So I'd guess you're probably not going to load this more than 2 or 3 or 4 files, but I'd probably keep it at 2 or 3 at most. Positives, it is very convincing, because if you're the magician, and like I said, I would totally exploit the gender aspect. If you have a woman standing, wouldn't she speak in a woman's voice? Like, I would totally have somebody that was not my gender on the recording and then select somebody opposite of me and say, did you hear my voice tell you this? No, it was a woman's voice. She is a woman. I think that is, I mean, he doesn't know that that's not her voice, right? So I think it's so convincing, so convincing. How did that voice get in my head? They will hear it in their skull. So it's very convincing. It's gonna feel like magic. Negatives, tutorial was way too short. I mean, when you spend $200 for an electronic device, I think you're putting down a hefty chunk of change there. And so let's give them a lot of ideas, right? Video is free. Give them a lot of ideas. 18 minutes was incredibly short. I would have liked to have seen stage ideas, parlor ideas, walk around ideas, ideas forcing playing cards, ideas forcing other types of things, and just how that would play out. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen additional things. But is it worth your money? 200 bucks, $200. It is an electronic device. It is, you know, it doesn't exist anywhere out in the real world. This had to be all through kinds of R&D on it, manufacturing, get it to you, palmable, USB charged, indicator lights, right? So it's got the whole kit and caboodle, but yeah, it is not cheap. But always what I recommend is make sure you watch and listen to other review channels out there. They could be blog posts, they could be forum posts, anything. Get more input than just mine. Always go and check out to see what other people have said. Big, huge thanks to Murphy's Magic for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right. I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.